Hey everybody, welcome back to the couch. My name is Melissa and this is Couch Mom Club. Today I'm going to do a really easy video in terms of, I'm not going to be here long, but some of the things that I might mention might be a challenge for you. I promise you that if we work at it and if we just try, we can accomplish and we can do amazing things as moms. So I found that in order to mother well, you have to get rid of three major fears that I would say we all face. So 3 things that we go into motherhood feeling or fearing, and 3 things that we need to just dispel altogether. The first thing is the fear of not being enough. I promise you, mom, as much as we try to do everything and we want to do everything, we are not, the whole mothering and parenting thing is not designed to do it alone. So when you feel inadequate, it's usually because you're trying to do everything on your own, and you don't have to. You have your people around you, you have people that you can rely on, people that you depend on, hopefully. And if you don't, you should start to develop those relationships so that you don't feel like you're not enough. There is no such thing as not being enough. When you have a child, you were designed, created, and chosen to be that child's mother, and therefore you are enough. Don't worry about feelings of inadequacy. Don't worry about feelings of guilt and all of that. Listen, this is the first fear that you need to get rid of in order to be a good mom. The second fear is the fear of not knowing enough. Listen, information is out there. If you don't know now, if you don't know like right this second, you can find out. You could research, you could ask somebody. There's so many ways that you can get and gain information and knowledge. You don't have to sit in a place of not knowing. If there's something that you don't know, it's okay, but you have to ask those questions in order to get the right answers. And if you're not satisfied with the first answer you get, go ahead and ask again. Do some more research, keep searching. You can find the answer. There's no need for us to just be the be all and end all of knowledge when it comes to raising our children, knowing what to do, knowing exactly what they need, exactly when they need it. There's no way. We just have to take it day at a time. And if there is something that we don't know, we can ask. So that fear of not knowing enough, not knowing enough about your baby, not knowing enough about what sicknesses or ailments are out there, not knowing enough about what to do if this happened or if this happened. Listen, there's so many things that we have to consider when we have a baby, so many things that comes with being a mom and being a caregiver. It's impossible to know it all. So you don't have to fear that you don't know enough. Just go in with the perspective that if you don't know, you can find out. The third thing on the list really quickly is the fear of what others think. Listen, in this space, on YouTube, on Instagram, in all social media, really, there are opinions and ways to do things and ideas and just a whole lot of perspective and all these things that are just floating around in the air. Sometimes you're gonna feel judged. Sometimes you're gonna feel like somebody's pointing fingers at you. Sometimes you're gonna feel a little triggered, but you don't have to fear what other people think and what other people might say about you, your child, how you parent, what you choose and how you think, and all of that is in between. You don't have to worry. So get rid of that third fear, the fear of what other people think. In parenting and in motherhood especially, there can be so many different ways to feel pressure, to feel guilty, to feel judged, to feel like you don't belong, like you don't fit. I've heard it so many times that even though the community of mothers is so large, sometimes you feel so alone. And sometimes you just feel so isolated. But I think a lot of the times that feeling of isolation and feeling alone comes from the fear of what other people might think. You might do things a little differently. You might think something a little different. Your perspective might be different than others. How you raise your child might be different than others. But do not fear what other people think. Get rid of these 3 fears and I promise you, you will be a better mom and a better woman. Because who needs to carry around all of that fear? Not me. Not me. and certainly not you. The Bible talks about the spirit of fear not being given to us by God, and God intends for us to have a good, a full, and an abundant life. And you can only do that if you're living fearless. And moms, this is a job. I mean, motherhood, oh my goodness. It is a job that presents so many challenges, so many things that we could be afraid of. But I promise you that even if you start there with those 3 fears, dispel each and every one of them, you will be on the road to being a better mom and being more equipped. Listen, it's hard. I know it's hard. And I think that I'm getting myself oriented around these ideas and around just getting rid of these fears because I am that much closer to having a 3rd baby. I actually just ran into somebody in the washroom at church today, and she was like, let me tell you, the difference between 2 and 3 is major. You're gonna have one hand for one hand for the other, and you might have to kick around the other one. I don't know, but she was just like, get ready. It's going to be a wild ride, and don't worry, you can do it. I appreciated that last little bit. Don't worry, you can do it. And I think that all of you need to know that as you are mothering and parenting your child, don't worry, you can do it. And I would just start by getting rid of these 3 fears. The fear that you are not enough, the fear that you don't know enough, and the fear of what other people think. So that was a really quick Couch Mom Club Monday for you guys. I hope that you guys really got that information and that you're ready to take on the challenge of getting rid of those 3 fears. Until next time, here are some really cool Couch Mom Club videos for you to enjoy. And don't forget to join the club. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell so that you never miss an upload. Follow me on all your favorite social media accounts, and do not forget to check out the merch. The link will be in the description right below that like button. And now it's time to get off the couch and into life.